I didn't have any previous plans on doing another video this week, but here I am. For anyone who knows the disaster that's been going on with Vshojo, and for those who do not know what Vshojo is, it was a VTuber talent agency. On what really started this whole thing off was a very popular and one of the biggest VTubers out there, Iron Mouse, came out and announced that the company essentially stole $500,000 that was supposed to go to an immune deficiency foundation. And Iron Mouse, once she found that out, has officially left Vshojo. And before that, there were several other VTubers that have left Vshojo, to name a few. Matara-kun, Giga, Silvervale, just to name a few. And once the news got out, once Iron Mouse broke the story and came clean with everything that she found out, the whole floodgates just opened of biblical proportions. Basically, Iron Mouse was the first domino to fall on this whole scandal. And once she left, everyone within 24 hours just up and left. Even if their contracts weren't up, they've all just left. And Vshojo is essentially no more. And good riddance. They and everyone has essentially left for the exact same reason. Not getting paid. Henya has left as well. It did not take long for her to leave after Iron Mouse announced it. She announced she was not getting paid. Essentially, Vshojo committed fraud by not sending the money to the proper charity. Oh boy, this thing has just been a giant mess. I myself have just been sitting on the sidelines commenting on my X account, and I wasn't going to do a video on this up until I found out something later today. But before I get into that, Vshojo did make an announcement finally, and here it is. Vshojo has failed. I've mismanaged the company into the situation you're all witnessing. So today I'm sharing the difficult news that Vshojo is shutting down. Oh, I'm sure it has nothing to do with you guys being sued out the ass and being very liable for charity fraud, and I take full responsibility for the decisions that led us to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship these past few months, but despite my efforts, we are in worse position, and those I care about are now paying the price. Yeah, sure. Over the past few years, we raised around $11 million to pursue a bold and talent-first approach in VTubing, prioritizing creators and community over short-term profits to achieve long-term sustainability. Our funding went directly to our creators through generous splits, debut investments, infrastructure contracts, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. We also wanted talent to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for an agency. However, despite all our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain that model, and eventually we ran out of money. Additionally, I acknowledge that some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with talent activity, which I later learned was intended for a charitable initiative at the time. We were working hard to raise additional investment capital to cover our costs, and I firmly believe, based on the information available to us, that we would be able to do so and cover all expenses. We were unsuccessful in our fundraising efforts. I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequences. I am deeply sorry to all our talent, staff, friends, and community members who believed in our brand. You did not deserve this. Justin Gun Run. I will get into Mr. Gunn in a moment. This just screams BS in my opinion. There is no way On God's green earth, they did not know that they were stealing from their talents. There is no way I am going to believe that. But I'm going to now get into what really set me off and what really got me to make this video. For those who do not know, this is Silvervale. She had been at Vshojo since it first started. So she was a veteran talent, and from everything I've seen and watched of her, she is a sweetheart. A couple years ago, for anyone who knows of the game Hogwarts Legacy, for those who do not know of the controversies that were sprung around Hogwarts Legacy, activists were going around hating and trying to dox people who were buying or playing the game. That went for people in private, streamers, YouTubers, VTubers in general. Pikami, also known as Henya now, was one of the content creators that got harassed and bullied. So much so that it caused her to graduate early. That was a whole mess in itself. And of course, Henya did not deserve any of that. She's also another wonderful, lovely creator. I felt so bad for her when she was going through that. And Silvervale here was also one of... Oh, and by the way, Pikami, also known as Henya, got all of that because she said she might play Hogwarts Legacy. She didn't even play the game, and she still got harassed. Thankfully, she did have loving family members for support. Silvervale was the other major VTuber that got major backlash for it. And what was done to her is inexcusable. And this video she put out telling her side of the story on what actually happened at Vshojo at the time that she was getting harassed, doxxed. Her family members were getting harassed and doxxed. Her friends were also getting harassed, all because of a stupid video game. These disgusting parasites were doing all of this because of a video game, because they hated J.K. Rowling. No, I'm not joking. Anyway, I'm going to play this video, and this is the reason why I'm making this video.
And when all of the Wizard game stuff was happening, if you guys remember that, I know a lot of people think that I had no support, and you can't imagine how true that was. I was put into a call with Gunn, the CEO of the company, like someone that I admired and I looked up to and I wanted to please, someone that I thought was the coolest person ever. And he told me that I was a damage to the brand, that I was a disappointment. I was told that me being harassed was an inconvenience to the other talents and not to talk to them. Optics were more important than their own talents' well-being. And I was suspended from streaming. They said it wasn't a suspension because they weren't that kind of agency, but what else do you call being told not to stream? Talent freedom, right? And this broke me. Like, it shattered my perception of everything, and it shattered my trust, and it just fucking broke me, man. Like, I have been a part of this agency since the beginning, the literal beginning. Like, I was a founding member. I had put in so much effort and time and love into, like, seeing it grow, and to be treated so harshly with no remorse by someone so important to me just ruined me. And when I needed their support the most, I was met with contempt, and that just broke me. Sorry, I know it was like really heavy shit, but it's just a lot. And I later, of course, reached out to some of the talent and told them I don't think I was supposed to. But I told them about that, and they said they didn't agree, that they were on my side, that they were surprised that I was treated that way. And when we left, they of course discredited us to the staff and the other members as soon as we left. Like, they painted us as troublemakers and problem people, that we were greedy and asked for more money. There's like so many horrible things just to avoid the truth that they were stealing from us. And they intentionally announced Vay and I leaving at the same time, so it looked like we left together, even though Nyan wanted to leave at the same time. And they refused to let her leave at the same time because they wanted it to look better for them. Like, it's not like we were all jumping ship at the same time. They literally held her hostage so it would look better for them. And they advised the talents to stop associating with us. And I later found out that they had been slandering me to musicians and artists that I had worked with through Vshojo, and slandering me to companies and ruined potential business partnerships that I was really, really excited for some of my like dream collabs that were gonna happen. And like, staff was known to astroturf everywhere. Like, they even run some of the really large VTuber clip channels. Like, they were everywhere. And they had their hand in every pie.
This is the video that pissed me off so much to actually make this video. It was bad enough that Vshojo stole $500,000 from Iron Mouse, who is disabled, who has an immune deficiency. She can't go outside. That's one of the reasons why this thing was so important to her. They essentially stole money from one of their biggest talents, who is disabled. How scummy can you get? And then there's Silvervale, one of the most sweet-hearted VTubers or content creators I've watched, and she went through so much shit between Hogwarts Legacy, having no support from the company that she worked at, that she was there since the beginning. And I'm glad that Vshojo is no longer here. For anyone who is involved with this, and especially Mr. Gunn himself, I apologize, but I'm gonna swear to fuck you, and fuck you, Vshojo. You can die 6 feet under for all I care. Good day. Anyway, sorry for that bit of an outburst. It's just, after all of this, it pissed me off so much. And this is not my usual content. I enjoy doing my anime reviews. I've got a model that is finally being finished and being fully paid off in just a few weeks. I've got a debut coming up. And then this shit happens. Anyway, my best advice to anyone who is thinking of getting into a talent agency, be very careful. And something else I found out recently, someone I know personally, another VTuber, shout out to you, Kodiak, he got denied from Vshojo, and he was joking with me over DMs that he dodged a bullet with Vshojo. So this also somewhat affected someone I know. This whole thing's just been a mess. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments of this whole situation with the garbage company that was known as Vshojo. Tell me, are you as glad as I am that they're gone? Anyway, let me know down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Ryder. I'm out.